Hey everyone, Teo here. Welcome to another sketchbook tour video. So this is the sketchbook that I have used from November 2023 to May 2024. So it took me about 6 months to fill up this sketchbook. And this is the square format 6x6 inch Etchr watercolor sketchbook made with 100% cotton watercolor paper. And you can see the white fabric cover is kind of dirty already. Okay, so these are some of the stickers that I have received from my friends from Urban Sketches Hong Kong. This one is from Alvin. This one is Urban Sketches Singapore. And these few stickers are from the South Korean sketchers who were here to sketch in Singapore a few months ago. And I have made a video for that. And we have some stamps as well from Urban Sketches Hong Kong. I will try to link all the videos that are related to all these sketches in the video description below. And this is another sticker from Rob Sketcherman, if I remember correctly. This was sketched at Raffles Hotel in November 2023. So this is the side view of Raffles Hotel. This is not the main entrance. And I like the granulation of cobalt blue tip with transparent red oxide, if I remember correctly. This was drawn at South Beach, which is an office building with retail stores and restaurants at the basement. There is this huge space on the ground level, which is very spacious. By the way, if you enjoy the urban sketching videos that I have made on my YouTube channel, do consider supporting me on Patreon, because your support pretty much allows me to do what I enjoy doing, which is sketching and making sketching videos on this YouTube channel, and also writing reviews for art books and art products on my blog. So the monetary support from you guys go towards funding all those videos and content that you see. So this was sketched at Changi Airport Terminal 4 just before the trip, just before the flight to Hong Kong. So this was sketched at the food court. And this is my first sketch in Hong Kong from the hotel room. Yeah. Wow, this is such a busy city. I mean, they have skyscrapers lining up just across the waterfront, like all the way. And I like this mix of urban landscape with the greenery. So there is this park here. And this scene is flanked by two extremely tall residential blocks by the side. So it really shows how claustrophobic this city can be sometimes. This was sketched at Tai Kwun, which is an old police headquarters, but now this place has retail shops and restaurants. And this is an old school type building with only 2 floors, but you can see the tall office blocks that are just outside this area, just behind the area. So it's quite a contrast to see old style architecture and this low-rise building set against the backdrop of very modern skyscrapers. And that's the Urban Sketchers Hong Kong shop again. I have made 3 videos for my trip to Hong Kong, and I was there to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Urban Sketchers Hong Kong. So it was really fun to sketch with my friends from Hong Kong, and it's just a lot of fun, and the food was great. So this was sketched at Sutherland Street, where they are selling dried seafood. I remember there was beautiful sunlight coming from this direction, and the sunlight was shining on some of the shops, but the sunlight was gone after a few minutes, which was quite unfortunate because it was such a beautiful scene. But we were there at this location quite late. This was sketched on the second day while I was in Hong Kong, or was it the third day? Anyway, this was sketched on the Star Ferry. So the organizers from Urban Sketches Hong Kong actually booked a Star Ferry, and we all got to sketch on the Star Ferry. So all these passengers that you see, they are all Urban Sketches. So it's really cool, and it's quite an experience. Do watch that video if you have not, because it's really exciting. This was the following day where we visited Cheung Chau, one of the many islands surrounding Hong Kong Island. And there are so many fishing boats there. Some are small ones and some are the big ones. And I remember it was really sunny. It was extremely sunny, so hot. And it was very difficult to find a shady spot to sit down and sketch. This is one of the shipping boats, and they have this hull here which is quite deep, so I guess they can put a lot of stuff inside. Now, this square format sketchbook is kind of small, so I had to choose what to draw and what not to draw. So for this case, I chosen to draw this area here instead of trying to draw the whole ship. If I had drawn the whole ship, all these details will be made smaller. So in this case, I chose to focus or zoom into this particular scene. Yeah, so that's one thing when it comes to using small sketchbooks. You just can't draw everything, you just can't fit everything onto the page. But the advantage of drawing on such a small sketchbook is you can draw very quickly, you can complete a sketch with very limited time. This was sketched at the Now After Cafe. This is back in Singapore. So I only spent like 4 or 5 days in Hong Kong. Time passed really fast. And we are back in Hong Kong. This was sketched during a cafe sketching session. And I remember it was extremely humid outside, but this cafe was air conditioned, so that's some comfort. This was sketched inside the cafe as well. I was trying to use acrylic markers, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Just testing out some acrylic markers. I don't usually use markers, alcohol markers or acrylic markers. Okay, I can see some watercolor stains from the opposite page because I closed this sketchbook without realizing that the paint has not dried yet. So this was sketched at Holland Village Market and Food Center. This building here was really challenging to draw because there are so many angles. It's a very complicated building to draw. And to draw something like this, you really need patience, lots of patience to measure the angles accurately. Using pencil lines to create some drafting lines first would help a lot. This was sketched at Chinatown on 7th of February. Yeah. So I've been using the same watercolor palette for all the sketches, and the palette, let me show you the palette. This is the Micro Portable Painter palette. So I'm in the midst of moving house, and my new place is undergoing renovation, like months of renovation. So most of my art supplies are in storage. But I chose to keep this out with me so that I can use it because it's small, it's compact, it's so portable, and I can clip this to the sketchbook. The colors that I have here are Azo Yellow, this is Yellow Ochre, Anthraquinite Scarlet, Phthalo Blue, Cobalt Blue Deep, and Transparent Red Oxide. So the colors that you have seen so far are all from that palette. So we have Azo Yellow, this is Anthraquinite Scarlet, I have Transparent Red Oxide for the tree, or Yellow Ochre for the tree, Phthalo Blue for the leaves, Phthalo Blue for the sky, and Cobalt Blue Deep for the textured brown or grays. So this palette actually works really well. except there is no cool red, which I don't usually use because I seldom mix purples. So this was sketched at Chinatown. I can't remember why I was there, probably to make some video. Yeah. So this was sketched at Pearls Hill Terrace, where I am at right now. This was sketched during a sketch walk. Now this place has so many empty tables, and I'm recording this video in the morning where this place is practically empty. Like there are just no people around on a Tuesday morning. So I get to choose to sit at any of the tables that I like here until 11 a.m. where the sun would hit some of the tables, and then I move indoors to use the tables here behind the signs. Yeah, because my house is undergoing renovation, I have to look for, other places where I can record my videos, and this place, Pearls Hill Terrace, is the perfect place because it's quiet. There is a water cooler where I can get water, there is food nearby, and there is a toilet. It's just that sometimes it's really humid in the morning. Okay, so this was sketched at Jalan Besar and Syed Alwi Road. This is one of the popular roads, very busy road, but this is the section that is less busy, relatively speaking. So this sketch does not have much details because I was trying to draw really fast. Yeah. This was sketched at my new place. So this is the view from my new place. It's a quiet place compared to my old place, which was just beside the main road. Oh wow. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the noise, but it's quite noisy here now. Okay, so my old place was just beside the road and it was very difficult for me to record videos, so hopefully this new place is going to be quiet enough. This was sketched at Geylang Serai Market in March 2024. So we were here to sketch the festive mood. If I remember correctly, it was the end of Ramadan, the end of the fasting period, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, probably, because many of the food stalls were closed because the Muslims were fasting. Yeah. This was sketched at Tiong Bahru Market. So this sketch looks very empty because I did not zoom in close enough, and you can see this sketch was drawn without much details. Yeah, so this was a really quick sketch. I probably should have zoomed in close enough, but I also wanted to capture the tray return station, so I probably could have zoomed in here. Yeah. All this is like unnecessary because I already have that here. And after this very quick sketch, I ran down to sketch at the ground level with my friends. So this was sketched during one of the sketch walks. Actually, many of these were sketched during the sketch walks. I have not been back to this place for a long time, and this used to be a road for vehicles, but they have since paved this for pedestrians. So that is one huge change in the neighborhood, which is good in a way because without the vehicles passing through, the neighborhood is also more quiet. And this is a very popular neighborhood because the architecture here in this neighborhood is very different from the architecture from the rest of Singapore, because the residential blocks here were built before World War II, if I remember correctly, and all these high-rise residential blocks that you see were built much later. This was sketched at Fullerton Hotel. I had sketched this several times, this view several times for different reasons. I think once I was making a tutorial for this, and the other time I was reviewing a tablet and I also sketched this. The best time to sketch Fullerton Hotel, if you happen to be in Singapore, is in the morning so that you can sketch the front view here. And if you are here to sketch in the evening, you should go to the other side where the sun will hit the other side of the hotel, which is the front of the hotel. And I remember the sky was really dark because it was going to rain very soon. This was sketched while I was reviewing the Etchr Nano satchel. So I wore the satchel and used it as an easel and had the sketchbook on the easel while I sketched this. This is, by the way, Singapore River. This was drawn very quickly and very loosely. I used to draw with lots of details. This one has a lot of details, but how much details I put in a sketch will be determined by how much time I have. So for this sketch, the composition is quite bad because I placed the eye level too low. I should have placed the eye level like much higher so that the building can move much higher. Yeah, so oftentimes when I go for the sketchbooks, I would try to draw very quickly so that I can squeeze in more time to do video recording. And for this occasion, I just placed this too low because I was rushing for time so that I can do more, so that I have more time for recording. And this was just placed too low. So this would look much better if it's higher. So composition matters a lot. If you place the eye level too low in this case, the sketch is already ruined before you even started. Yeah, so that's the thing with composition. This was also sketched at this place, Chimes, by the way. Yeah, same place. The cathedral is here. So all the sketchers were actually seated here. So they are seated here. The cathedral is there. So for this sketch, I drew this with pen and ink with no intention of adding watercolor because I wanted to test out the new acrylic jumbo markers that were sent to me from ArtX. And these markers are with the very white tip. They are quite challenging to use, very challenging to use. Yeah. And this is the last sketch in this sketchbook, drawn in May 2024. I like how the sunlight hits the building here, creating this little triangle here. Probably should have made the rest of the sketch darker so that the light can appear brighter. This was sketched during a sketchbook as well, in collaboration with the Singapore Heritage Festival 2024. Yeah. Oh, I have some other items in this sketchbook. There are some name cards, stickers. By the way, if you want to go overseas for sketching and you want to give some things to your friends, it is good to create or make some stickers so that people can stick onto their sketchbook. This one is from Vanessa. Vanessa is an urban sketcher from Hong Kong and one of the organizers as well. This is from Kelsey, also from Hong Kong. Thankfully, I have this pocket in the sketchbook to keep all these name cards. Otherwise, I am not sure where I would keep them. Stickers, another sticker from Urban Sketcher Hong Kong. This one is also from Vanessa. This is from one of the sponsors for the 10th anniversary of Urban Sketchers celebration. I believe they run an art shop in Hong Kong. Okay, the art shop is called Joy in Art. And I have, wow, okay, 2 more stickers. These 2 are from Victor Han from South Korea. Oh, having your face on the sticker or on the name card is extremely useful, because when we go for sketch walks, when we go overseas, when we meet so many people, it is very difficult to remember faces. So having a face on the sticker or name card is incredibly useful. So do support me on Patreon if you have not, because my patrons are pretty much the producers for the videos that you see or watch on this YouTube channel. So if you would like to see more urban sketching videos, consider supporting me on Patreon. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye!